Hi there. Today we are going to continue our water flood series, and today's topic is about thief zones. All right, so if you are familiar with water flood, okay, you might already know or you're already familiar with thief zone. Okay, so here we have the picture of thief zone. I take it from this paper. Okay, so we have, of course, our reservoir, and then this is our water injection well, and this is our producer. And maybe I can change it to pen. So we have this as the formation, but we have also high permeability layer here. So this zone, this layer will have high permeability or higher permeability than the rest of the reservoir section. So that if you inject water through your injector, this will happen. Okay, so most of the water will find this layer because this is the pathway with the least resistance. The water will prefer to flow across this channel, this layer, and that's why we can call this layer as thief zone. That's why we call this zone as thief zone, because they steal the water, all right, thereby reducing the sweep efficiency at the reservoir section here. Okay, so the risk or the problem is if you have oil somewhere here, it will not be swept properly by the water because most of the water will prefer to flow across this thief zone. All right, that's why I said that if you're familiar or if you're dealing with water flood, you might already know with this thief zone. They are infamous of stealing the water and reducing the sweep efficiency. All right, so that's about the picture, and now we have 3 points here. All right, I'm going to read it for all of us. A thief zone is a geological formation or a section of reservoir that has high permeability compared to the surrounding rock formations. All right, so it can be geological formation or just a section of a reservoir. But the key is that it has high permeability compared to the surrounding rocks. All right, and then when water is injected into an oil reservoir during water flood operations, the water is intended to displace the oil and push it towards production well. All right, so as you inject the water, you expect the water to push, to sweep, to displace the oil towards the producer. However, if there is a thief zone, the injected water may preferentially flow through this zone by passing the oil-bearing rock formations. That's a problem. If you inject the water will prefer to flow through this thief zone because this is the pathway with the least resistance for the water to flow. All right? And then the term thief zone is used metaphorically in the context of water flooding to describe a geological formation or section of reservoir that steals or diverts injected water away from the desired oil-bearing zones. So that's why we call it thief, because it steals or it diverts the water that you intend to push the oil towards the producer, but it takes it away, far away from the intended zones. Okay, and lastly, the name implies that the thief zone acts as a pathway or conduit that intercepts and redirects the injected water, essentially robbing the oil-bearing formations of the opportunity to be efficiently swept and produced. Okay, so that's the problem, the infamous thief zone. That's why this topic is very important in water flood, and I expect to make more videos about this issue, about the thief zone. Okay, but I think we can call it a day. So In this video, we have talked about the thief zones, which is a problem in water flood, right? So I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video is useful. Thank you so much for watching and see you again in the next water flood videos. Thank you.